What's up, guys? What's going on? We got another XRP video for you today. We're going to talk about something really exciting to think about. And this has been discussed before on other videos I've seen and on X. And we're going to talk about, could XRP really be used to settle all $37 trillion of government debt? How could this even be done, guys? Alright, let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Imagine a world where a digital currency born from the wild west of cryptocurrencies steps in to swipe out a mountain of government debt that's been piling up for decades. Sounds like science fiction, right? But in the crypto community, there's buzzing speculation about XRP, the token tied to Ripple's network, potentially playing a hero's role in tackling the United States' staggering $37 trillion national debt. As of 2025, the U.S. debt has ballooned to be around this figure, fueled by years of spending on everything from wars to social programs and pandemics. This essay will break down what this idea means, whether it's feasible, and how it could theoretically even happen. All in simple terms, without getting lost in the jargon. Alright. First, let's get to the basics straight. Government debt, like the U.S. national debt, is essentially money that the country owes to lenders. It's not like your credit card bill. It's a mix of bonds, loans, and IOUs held by investors, foreign governments, and even U.S. citizens through things like Social Security. Right now, it's hovering around $37 trillion, a number so huge it's hard to wrap your head around. If you stacked $1 bills to represent it, the pile would reach the moon and back multiple times. The government pays interest on this debt, over $1 trillion a year recently, which eats into budgets for schools, roads, and healthcare. But paying it out entirely, that's never really happened. In modern times, or paying it off entirely, it's never happened. In modern times, instead, it's managed by issuing new debt to cover old ones, like rolling over a loan. Now, enter XRP. Created by Ripple Labs in 2012, XRP isn't just another Bitcoin clone. It's designed for speed, efficiency, and moving money across borders. Think of it as a super fast bridge for international payments, where banks and companies can settle transactions in seconds instead of days. And at a fraction of the cost, Ripple's network, called RippleNet, uses XRP as a bridge currency to swap one type of money for another without needing a middleman. As of September 2025, XRP's price is around $2.85 per token, with a market capitalization of $160 billion. That is the total value of all tokens. Based on its circulating supply of roughly 56 billion tokens, out of the maximum 100 billion, that's impressive for crypto, but peanuts compared to 37 trillion. XRP's entire market cap is less than 0.5% of that debt. So could XRP really settle this massive debt? The short answer is probably not in any practical, immediate way, but let's explore the hype. The idea stems from crypto enthusiasts and some bold proposals suggesting XRP could become a strategic reserve asset for the U.S., similar to how some advocates for Bitcoin. In this scenario, the government would use XRP to directly pay bills, like handing over tokens to creditors. Instead, it could acquire a large stash of XRP, hold it, and let its value skyrocket through adoption and demand. The appreciated value could then theoretically offset the debt, meaning the asset's worth covers the liability on the balance sheet. or the government sells portions to pay down debt without crashing the market. How could this be done? Step 1, acquisition. Ripple holds about $40 billion XRP in escrow, releasing it gradually to avoid flooding the market. Proponents argue the US government could partner with Ripple to take control of this escrow without buying it outright, essentially getting it for free or at a nominal cost through regulatory deals or settlements. This isn't unprecedented. Governments have seized or acquired assets in crises before. For example, during financial bailouts, the U.S. took stakes in banks. Here, Ripple might agree to this boost XRP's legitimacy, especially after years of legal battles with the SEC over whether XRP is a security. Step 2. Adoption and value pump. For XRP to gain enough value to dent $37 trillion, it needs widespread use. Imagine central banks worldwide using XRP for cross-border settlements, replacing slow systems like SWIFT. Ripple is already working with the banks in over 100 countries, and if the U.S. Treasury integrates XRP into its payment systems, say for international aid or trade, it could drive demand and add in things like XRP-based stablecoins or ETFs, like RLUSD maybe, and the price could surge. One calculation floating around: if the U.S. held all 100 billion XRP tokens, the price would need to hit about $370 per token to equal 37 trillion. But with only part of the supply, say 50 billion tokens, it would need to reach $740. Recent speculation pegs lower figures for partial offsets, like $314 per token to cover a similar debt load. In 2025, with XRP at $2.85, that is a 100 to 200x increase. Not impossible in crypto's volatile history. Bitcoin went from pennies to $100,000, but wildly optimistic. Step 3, settlement mechanics. Here's where blockchain shines. XRP's ledger is transparent and fast, so the government could use smart contracts, self-executing code, to automate debt payments. For instance, escrow contracts could release XRP or its equivalent value to bondholders on due dates, reducing administrative costs. If XRP becomes a reserve asset like gold or oil, its rising value could back new debt issuances, making borrowing cheaper. Proponents even suggest using XRP for tokenized treasury bonds, where debt is issued on the blockchain for instant global trading. An exchange called Roman has proposed this exact plan, leveraging XRP to pay off the debt by creating a reserve fund, potentially making holders rich overnight. But hold on, there are massive hurdles. First, volatility. XRP's price swings like a pendulum. In 2025 alone, it jumped amid ETF rumors, but crashes happen too. Tying national debt to that is risky. A dip could worsen the crisis. Second, regulation. The SEC ongoing scrutiny of Ripple X means XRP isn't fully cleared for such uses yet. No, I mean, it's got regulatory clarity. It's not a security. The court case is closed, so I don't know. Governments move slowly. Adopting a crypto would require laws, international agreements, and buy-in from creditors like China, who hold trillions of dollars in U.S. bonds. Third, liquidity. Even at a high price, selling enough XRP to pay $37 trillion would tank the market, causing a fire sale. Plus, debt isn't a single lump sum. It's spread across millions of holders who might not want XRP instead of dollars. Economically, this idea blurs lines between money and assets. Debt settlement typically involves fiat currencies or swaps, not crypto. Critics call it a pipe dream, akin to saying print more money, but with digital tokens. Yet, supporters point to real-world traction. The U.S. Treasury has experimented with blockchain for payments, and Ripple's tech is used by banks for settlements. In a debt crisis, desperate measures could prevail, especially if global finance shifts to digital assets. In conclusion, while XRP settling $37 trillion in debt is more fantasy than fact right now, it's a fascinating thought experiment highlighting crypto's potential disruptiveness. It would require unprecedented government adoption, as massive price surge and flawless execution odds are slim. But in an era where Bitcoin is held by nations and CBDCs are rising, who knows? If nothing else, it sparks debate on innovating out of debt traps. For everyday folks, the lesson is clear. Crypto, like XRP, could reshape finance, but betting the farm on it paying off the national debts, that's a gamble even Vegas might pass on. Anyway, that was a fun one, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think they'll somehow find a way to pay the $37 trillion of government debt with XRP? Or do you think it's impossible, never happen? Or what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, check out my affiliate links, guys. We got the banner rotating at the top there telling you about the deals. Just click that simple.bio link down there in the description, guys. And it'll take you to all my affiliate links where you can get free crypto on deposit at Coinbase. Deposit like $20, get like $30 on Uphold. Deposit $100, get $20 there. And on BTCC and VitTrue, you could also get free crypto on deposit as well and do leverage trading there on those two platforms. But be careful, leverage trading is risky. You could lose a lot of money as well as gain a lot of money. So yeah, just proceed with caution on that. And might want to think about getting a Ledger hardware wallet, especially if you're going to hold a lot of crypto. It's a lot safer than keeping it on the exchanges, in my opinion. That's what I would prefer. You don't want exchanges to hold your keys, because you never know, something could happen to the exchange and then boom, you don't have your crypto no more. And if you hold your keys on your ledger there, then you got your crypto and you got to worry about that kind of thing. So anyway, link to that is also there. So just click simple.bio link and it'll take you to all my links. Also, check out sanaol.net if you guys are interested in entering for the $100 weekly giveaway. We do it every week, $100. We spread it out to 5 winners. And you just simply support my videos for entries and promote the website. So check it out, sanaol.net. Yeah, we actually got an affiliate program now, so you can obtain an affiliate link and promote the website and get entries. So yeah, check it out, sanaol.net. I appreciate you all. Smash up the like, share out the stream, share out the video, sorry. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.